I think we're live. I think it just started randomly. Test, 1, 2, 3. Audio's good, video's good. Camera looks kind of tilted. Or is it just me? Does it look tilted? It's okay, we'll figure that out. All right, let me see if we're live. View channel. I don't think we're live, bro. Are you on YouTube? We'll find out, but I'll keep talking. All right, the camera's right here, okay? Focus on the camera. Good news, bad news. Today is not Tuesday. I guess that's the good news. It's Monday. We're just doing a quick question and answer. Let me see if I can pull up my questions on YouTube. I'm live? All right, cool. Let's do that. YouTube. I can pull up the YouTube here, right? And I can, oh, there we go. Echo. I like it. Don't Buy Real Estate's live. So if you guys have questions, concerns, I'm going to text Tyler. Maybe the thumbnail, it just says my broadcast. I like it. This is so ghetto, bro. So ghetto.
Nick Bowen's on.
Nick B. I like Nick B.
On Monday.
Let's text Tyler real quick.
Gabe 193's on.
What's
Brian.
up, Gabe? What's up, B? All right, I got it here. We'll fix the thumbnail later. My broadcast. Going live just going live. I want to make sure everyone here sees my beautiful face. I just got a haircut, so I was like, hey, might as well shoot some content with my boy Jason here. We're working on the wholesale course, so if you want the wholesale course, it is www.school. Someone help me with it. Where's Tim Whitman? Tim, where you at, Tim? Tim? Let's see if I can just pull it up. School. This is the hard part about going live if you're not ready. We were like, oh, let's just go on a whim. I got a membership request. Paul Shubs, you are approved, bro. You are approved.
School.com/real estate.
Wholesale. Wow. You
legit.
got it. Wow. That's real legit, bro. I like it. We got the link going. Here's the link here. Oh, I'm not even logged in as myself. Now you get my wife's name. This is so ghetto. I love it. Anyways, we're going to talk about real estate wholesaling today. We just shot a video. We basically reshot day one. Because what we were noticing is that a lot of people were getting stuck in day one. Maybe it wasn't as engaging. Maybe it wasn't as informational. So we reshot it, gave a little tease for day two, made sure people understood what day one is all about. But we're going to go through it here real quick. But my lesson for you guys today before we get going is always shift gears, right? If you see that something's not working, make sure you shift. We saw that people weren't going through the course in a timely manner. So we switched day one. And so for you guys, day one is important, and I want to make sure that you guys go through that on the boot camp. But I appreciate the people who did go through day one. Nick B, I don't know if you did or not. I'll check on you. Tim Whitman did. A couple other people did as well. Zach did as well. So I appreciate you guys who did. Gave me some good feedback, valuable feedback of how we're going to adjust the course. But that's your lesson for day one. Always shift, always make adjustments if things aren't working. And so day one, if you guys have questions, let me know in the comments there. I'll go ahead and answer anything. But I'm here for you guys for the next 25, 30 minutes. But at the end of the day, real estate wholesaling is going to be a key catalyst in my life moving forward, and that's because of cash flow. And right now, I've been flipping homes for about 5 years really heavy. And what I realize is that the cash flow is not coming in. And you get paid on flips maybe once every 3 to 4 months, right? It takes time for those things to turn over. And once you have 5 to 10 of these deals in escrow or under contract or in construction, you tend to deplete cash pretty fast. And so I want to teach everyone the basics of real estate wholesaling. I think that's the ticket to everything you guys need in real estate: cash flow, and then work your ass off on the other stuff. If you're a real estate agent, be a real estate agent. Work your butt off doing that. If you flip homes and do it really well, knowing that your wholesale business is the lifeline that's going to keep the cash coming in. Now, what are some of the, I guess, misconceptions of wholesaling? Is that it's illegal in some states or it's frowned upon. It's true, some states don't allow it, but there's ways around it with double closings. And the things I have, not really in the course, but just the information I've developed from the last 3 years of how to navigate through everything with double closings. They even have this stuff where you can borrow the EMD. A lot of people are like, well, I don't have EMD money. Well, you can borrow that money now at a high premium, but you can borrow it just to get going. Same with double closings. you could borrow the funds to close and then close immediately and wholesale it or double close to the end buyer. So it's tricks like that that I'm going to teach you guys along the way, so you guys understand how to develop the cash flow moving forward to keep you guys through the kind of slower periods in your real estate career. Now, don't get me wrong, real estate agents make really good money when the grass is growing and greener and being watered and the interest rates are low. You guys can make bank. When that kind of season is there, I wouldn't focus on wholesaling. When it's raining, leads left and right, and you're closing left and right, don't even worry about wholesaling at that point. If you're flipping properties in 30, 60 days like we used to, don't worry about wholesaling at that point. If something's on your lap and you want to wholesale it, sure, go ahead, extra money. But back in the day, we were wholesaling things $50,000, $60,000, which is crazy to think about. Now we're getting tighter, right? We're making $10,000, $12,000 a pop. We have one in Texas. We're making $5,000, but that's just cash flow, right? That pays the bills to keep them going. And one of my best lead sources is you guys. It's real estate agents. It's people on YouTube. It's people on Instagram. It's people who are constantly engaging in the field. And so that's kind of lesson number 2 besides pivoting and understanding where things are. We're taking the picture. Thumbnail. Okay. Thumbnail. At the end of the day, understand that bringing in the small deals will still benefit you down the line. If you're bringing in 12 deals a year, I should say, and you're making anywhere from 2 to 5,000, that's an extra $60,000 of income a year. That's paying for your housing. That's paying for a car. That's paying for food. That's paying for your kids' private school. Like, that's paying for something, and I want you guys to understand that. So right now, the 2 lessons are pivot when you need to. Take the small ones when you're wholesaling. Don't get greedy. Give a couple here and there. And then be active in your industry. So be active in real estate. Be active in loans. Be active in property management, because there's deals there for you guys. As I mentioned, some of the best leads I get are from real estate agents and property managers. Hands down, those are the best off-market deals I get. Real estate agents, property managers. So if you're in those industries, you guys are getting these opportunities left and right, and you see the opportunity because I'm going to teach you how to identify that in the course. But this isn't like a sales pitch or anything on those regards. If you want to join. It's a free 5-day boot camp. I think we do sell you eventually on something, and that's more mentorship, that's more hands-on. I want you guys to understand the game and understand how to win at it, and make that $60,000 extra a year. I think you guys would all be appreciative of an extra $60,000 a year. I know I would, and that's why having a downline is important, right? If you're going to join these companies like Real, EXP, LPT, do it now so you can start building that downline and bring residual income in doing nothing. And that's kind of where your career is going to flourish. Those opportunities, the downlines, the funds that are coming in addition to your hard work and dedication as a real estate professional in whatever field you're in. All right, so there's 12 people in here, 13 people in here. DBR Mondays, that's what we do. Ask away. If you have any questions, this is your chance. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Intimate. Yes, it's an intimate setting. So I want you guys to ask whatever questions you guys might have, and we can make this an open conversation. I'm not going to post this anywhere. We'll probably take it down. No, we'll probably keep it. It's good information. Yeah, if it's good. If you guys ask good questions. But if you're not going to ask, I'll just keep talking. No, what's that? Let's see if I have any questions on... Let's see. We closed a loan today, which is good.
Is this questions for anything?
Questions for anything. Give me a wholesale real estate question. Jason's got some. Wow, look.
I'll look at some numbers.
Yeah, let's look at some numbers. What's up, Watcher?
So this is from...
What's up, bros?
So this is from one of the members, Dylan Jordan.
Okay, Dylan has a
his
question.
question was, I don't know if he's going to see this, but the question is, what kind of properties would you wholesale? If that's relevant.
So the first question is, what kind of properties would I wholesale? Now, to do that, you would have to kind of reverse wholesale. So be in the position of an investor. Look at the investors out there. Talk to people. Find out what they're looking to buy, right? And then that would be my dictating factor of what I'm going to buy, where I'm going to buy it, and then what price point I'm going to sell to this investor. For the most part, I'm an investor, right? I know plenty of investors. I know what they're looking for. They're looking for 30% off on sales price. They're looking for single family homes. They're looking for 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, so they can add that second bathroom. Make sure it's over 1,000 square feet. They can do condos as well. Those condos have to be quick, painless, no tenants, either or. With single family or condos, all investors want it free and clear. They don't want any issues with tenants. Okay, so look for those key categories: 3-1, where they can add over another bedroom, so over 1,000 square feet. They need to have at least 30% off. So if it's worth $1 million, that you have to sell it to them at 700 or less. And don't forget to add your fee in there. So maybe it's 650 acquisition cost for you, and then you sell it to them for 700, so you can get that 50 grand, or start lower as well. Condos have to be quick and make sure there's no tenants. So that's what I would probably look for when I'm out there in the streets. What else?
From Joshua Pratt, one of his questions was how to use his license to leverage a deal.
How to use your real estate license to leverage a deal. Every single day you can utilize that real estate license to leverage any deal. Go to the MLS. You guys have superpowers, right? You're a real estate agent. You have access to all the forms. A lot of people ask us for the forms, like contracts, purchase contracts, assignment contracts, addendums, all that good stuff that you guys have access to. So it's a superpower in itself to have your real estate license. But now you have access to the MLS. So you have access to the data that tells you days on market, what's selling for how much, where, so you can run comparables pretty accurately. I just had a conversation with Mike Blair that basically said that days on market is 91 days right now. So what I would do is I would filter homes maybe by day 120, right? See homes that have been listed for longer than 120 and run the comps on those set of properties, and maybe even stack that. So listed for 120, multiple price drops, different factors that will help you increase visibility on the market. And only realtors can do that. So leverage your real estate license by doing those things. Hope that answers that. Let's see, what other questions do we have?
Evan Rock says, how do you price? Like, how do you get the pricing?
How do you get the pricing? Good question. No, I'm good there. You can pour me a little bit. Yeah, we get hype, bro. Give me a heart attack. He wants to give me a Celsius. Cheers to Celsius. Blue cup. Blue cup. Cheers, bro. Cheers to wholesale. What was the question again?
Pricing. So this is
how do you price a deal? Yeah. And so I'll show you guys this. I don't know if I could share my screen, but this is a deal that we have in Corpus Christi. I can't tell you how much we got for it, or we got it for, but that's how we're pricing it right now. So this is on investorlift.com. It's a website for investors to look at things. It's kind of watered down now. Too many investors on there. But this is investorlist.com. And we are pricing this deal at $88,000. The ARV is about 160, 155, 160. To be honest with you, both are pretty high, right? In my opinion. I think we should have priced this thing at 65. It's worth 140. That way, at 65, we can make some money. The investor's happy. Everyone moves on. And it's speed, right? I think we've had this deal for a week. And so speed, you want to get this thing in and out. You don't want it to just sit here waiting for a buyer. That's one thing I learned about flipping too. Flipping is all about speed. We paid $81,000 in interest on our last transaction. That's a lot of interest. That's all margins that we lost in this transaction. So speed. I know you're not holding this under your name. You have the contract, but the faster you get this thing out, the less likely the seller backs out, the more likely someone pays top dollar, and the more likely you get repeat clients along the way. So that would be my one factor in pricing is speed. How can I get this thing done faster? So if you're thinking ARV's 155 and you have margin, price it at 65. Get a bidding war, get multiple people in there, make it more energetic. That's kind of my goal for you. What else? What else you got?
Michael Moretta, buyers. How do you get buyers? Where do you find these guys?
How do you get buyers? Okay, that's a good question.
Finding buyers.
I'm a buyer. How do I can't share my screen here, or I can. I don't want to show too much. Let's see. Scene. Do I go to scene or sources?
Sources, and then
Sources.
I think it was capture, Windows capture.
Media source, no. Capture card, no. Color source, image, slideshow. Media source?
Yeah, go media source, and then probably look for.
No, that's not media
Or
source.
window capture. Look for a window capture.
Look at on the fly, bro. We're doing this on the fly. Video capture, text.
Is it like an application or window?
We used to do browser.
You can do browser, I think.
Let's see browser. No, definitely not it. Is this live? Sorry, guys. That's cool though. We got somewhere.
Let's make sure you're on the right tabs. You want to know.
Are you? Oh no,
How
yes,
many
I'm on.
tabs?
Yeah, you just gotta be careful, bro. Gotta be careful these days. What if we do scene? No, it's not scene. Lost him. Oh, there he is. We're back. We're back. All right, we'll worry about that later. But the question was, how do you find investors? And what I was going to show you were some of the tools I use. So, one is PropStream. We'll put the link in the description here. But PropStream shows you everything about every property. And what you want to do is filter by cash buyers. It's in the course, right? It's in the course. Go to the wholesale course, and under PropStream, there's a walkthrough video of how to find these cash buyers. So you literally hit a zip code, your zip code, click cash buyers, last 90 days, 120 days, 6 months, a year, whatever you want. And it's going to show you every single house that's sold for cash. And what does that mean, right? If they bought for cash or hard money, you know they're an investor. And PropStream will analyze that for you. And so all you have to do is go property by property. It has the phone number in there. If it doesn't, you skip trace it. And if you want to skip trace for free, go to fastpeoplesearch.com. I wish I had a website where we could show people. Fastpeoplesearch.com. Type in the address, type in the LLC, and it shows you exactly who owns it, phone number. You can use Spokio, but that's a little bit of money. But I would do that every single time. Now, next, if you can't get a hold of the LLC, here's a cheat code. This isn't in the course. I would find out who the agent was who sold that house to that individual. Call that agent. It's public record. Say, hey, I saw you sold 123 Main Street to an investor. Do you want to make some money? And they're going to say, of course I want to make some money. You say, hey, look, I have this off-market deal. I want to sell it to an investor. Do you think they'll be interested in it? If they are interested, I'll let you have the relist. So now they're inclined to send your deal to their investor. And now they're incentivized to work for you, basically. So not only is he going to send it to your investor, he's going to say, hey, what if I send it to another investor who might be interested? Will I still get the relist? So that's how you have to kind of navigate with a buyer's list. Go to networking events, talk to agents, skip trace stuff. Public records is where it's at. But everything is all data driven. So make sure you have data on your side that shows you who's an investor in San Diego. You can even look for people who own rental properties now by searching addresses that don't have a mailing address that match the physical address. So non-occupant buyers, basically, or owners. They usually have a P.O. box or an address out of state or somewhere else that's not associated with that property. And you know that's a renter and that's an investor, right? You might have a sub-2 deal, or you might have a deal that doesn't fit a flipper's box, but an investor might buy it who wants a long-term rental play, right? So look after that as well. But build. We talk heavily in the course about a CRM. Build that buyer's list as deep as possible, because you just never know who's going to pop up or what property is going to pop up for that individual. So take detailed notes. Make sure every investor you put in there is contacted at least once a month with email, text, phone call. Try to get it deep, but work with maybe a set of 5 to 10 in your local area that you trust. Long answer.
This one I think could be for wholesaling and real estate, but like the common challenge is cold calling. Any tips?
Cold calling is, we mentioned this previously, it's data. It's all about data. Who are you calling? Why are you calling? How are you getting the data? So for me, PropStream is a good one. Batch Leads is another website. We all have affiliate links here. You sign up, it's super cheap. It's $100. I make $4 off of it. So for me, it's just providing the tools, right? The $4 is gravy. But I want you guys to use those tools because they have good data. find out who you want to call. You can't just call everyone. You can, it just takes longer. And then once you get the data, stack the data. So if you're looking at people with high equity, perfect. Look at high equity who've lived in the home for over 20 years, and then stack one more, right? Who are 70 and over, who are looking to retire, downsize, move to a retirement home, and then pull that data and then upload it to your dialer. Right now we use Mojo, we use Follow Up Boss's dialer, we use a couple other dialers as well that we're trying out, but that's kind of how you do it. That's how you find the good data to call. Now the generic list is pre-foreclosures, short sales, divorce, bankruptcy. What's another good one? Water shut off, eviction status. This is all public records, right? This is all stuff that you can find. You can go to the auction websites. There's plenty of real estate auction websites, and they give you the address. These are pending auctions that will happen in the future. They can still stop the auction. So you pull that list, you skip trace it, you call the owners, hey, I saw your house. It's in auction. It's closing down in 15 days. Are you willing to stop this auction if I give you a cash offer that leaves you with some cash in your pocket and me with the property at a decent price? They're going to say yeah. They're going to say yeah. So easy pickings with social media, with technology, with public data. You should be able to find good people to call. But yeah, batch dialer is pretty cool. Everything's pretty cool as long as you use it, right? But who you're calling matters more than what dialer you use. That's kind of, at the end of the day, that's what it means. What else you got?
From Brian, I think.
Brian Ferrarios?
I mean, I think the challenging or confusing part is the assignment fee, initial contracts.
The assignment fee is what it is, right? You know how much you're making, Brian, or how much you want to make. It's usually 10 grand. I think most buyers are okay with you making a decent amount of money. If you see that you're making too much money, say you're making 100,000, which has happened, investors don't like you making more than them. So I would recommend in that instance to double close, reach out to me. I'll fund it for you. I'll collect a small fee. He'll never see what you got it for until it's too late, basically. But rewind, if you want to do a small, simple assignment, we have the one-pager in the course. You download that assignment. You don't even have to list what you made in the assignment in most states. In California, if you use the residential purchase contract, you do have to list how much you made. But you put it there, simple assignment, get it in, get it out, call it a day. If you need help walking through it, let me know. The main goal here is what contract you use initially. I would use the one-pager we have in the course, and then the one-page assignment as well. Killing it, bro. I got a phone call. Should we answer it?
Yeah.
What else you got?
So from Justin, getting organized, like staying organized through this whole thing.
Yeah. Let's do it. How do you get organized?
Yeah.
CRM.
CRM.
So step number one is know your goal, right? If you're trying to get organized with anything in life, is to write everything down. What I would do is I would have a conversation with ChatGPT. I would say, look, help me get organized. I'm a wholesaler, or I'm a real estate agent, or I'm a lender. Help me get organized, chat. And this is my day-to-day. This is how I generate leads. This is my budget. And start the conversation, right? Use AI as your sounding board. At the end of the day, I can't always be there for you. I try to be, right, on social media. But AI is going to be your sounding board. So start the conversation with the basics and let them know to take you from there. How do I get organized? And what they're going to say is you need a spreadsheet or some sort of CRM, client relation management tool. And the best one I use right now is Follow Up Boss for my businesses. But there's different ones like REI, Black Book, and Podio, and cheap ones you can get for free even. Lofty's pretty good. Just use something. And this is where all the magic will happen. All the data will be in there. You'll plug every lead in there, every buyer, everything you get should be in there. And then you could run reports on it. You can run tasks. You can have them update automatically. You can get emails sent out automatically. But that'll buy you a lot of confidence as you grow. It's getting a spreadsheet or getting a CRM. So start there, get organized. and then work on your day-to-day structure and schedule, right? When should you cold call people? When should you door knock? When should you send out mailers into who? When should you go to networking events? Not every networking event is created equally, right? Find the ones that have a good population of investors and wholesalers, a good mix so you can live and learn through the process. But that's where I would start for sure.
Yeah, 20 viewers.
Nice. Got some leads, bro. What's up? What's up, 20? Someone said, yo, hit me up when you have a moment. I want to connect with you one-on-one. Me too,
Phoenix
bro.
says he's old school, whiteboard and markers.
I still have a whiteboard and markers. Look, we have a whiteboard right here. At the end of the day, that's what it takes, right? It's a reminder, a constant reminder that you have these tasks that need to be done. I love a whiteboard right in front of me. Goals right in front of you. Anything that reminds you of what you need to do on a daily basis is fine with me. The CRM, I like the Phoenix, I like the comment, right? Because the CRM is kind of hidden. Yes, it's online, but you have to have it in front of you. And sometimes when you're walking in your office or away from the computer or on the phone, you're not directly looking at the computer screen. And so you have the whiteboard in the corner or somewhere in your kind of vicinity, your eyesight there. You see it. You see your goals daily. You're reminded, hey, get back on track. But use whatever it takes. I don't care if you're old school or new school. Whatever it takes to keep you focused and less distracted is the best method. All right, how long have we been going for? 26 minutes. We got 4 minutes.
4 more minutes?
4 more minutes, and I'm going to go charge my car, go to UPS store, maybe film a video. You have any video ideas? No, nothing, bro. We need something quick. I got no content right now. No content. If someone in there, yeah, perfect. Yeah. Who's this? Oh, he tricked me. Fuck. What's up, T Money? T Money in the house. I had a call with, was that this morning, Tyler? I had a call with Tyler today at 5:30 in the morning. 5:30. Isn't that crazy? Y'all be sleeping. Me and Tyler are working. Tyler sent me a link for something. I gotta send that to Jason. Where'd you send that to again? I forgot. Some chat. He always sends me like a different method, like workplace chat. Just send it to me text, Tyler. Just send it to me on text, okay? Oh, here it is. Here's the link. Let me send this to my boy Jason because he's gonna be fucking doing this shit. Oh, I forgot we're live. Can't say that. Strategizing. Yep. Tyler works that phone 24/7. I would say 7 versus 24, right, Tyler? He doesn't work that much. Tyler had surgery. He's killing it over there, bro. I don't even know how he was talking to me, but he was. I like it. What else? What else? What else? Any last questions? Let me send this to Jason. Okay, cool. All right, that's it. Love you guys. See you tomorrow, maybe? Oh, tomorrow we have live stream. I don't even need Jason anymore. Just plug and play, dude. Just have this set up. I can just do it on my computer now. Look at that.
Why you my small?
Oh yeah, just we gotta fix it though.
Yeah.
Maybe we can fix it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys manana. Make sure you go to the course www.school.com / real estate wholesale. Okay, we'll put it in the description too. Prop stream, batch leads, follow up boss, Lofty, some of the quick tools, Google Sheets, another one that you guys should use. But get all your tools if you're trying to wholesale. If you're trying to be a real estate agent, hit me up. We have all the tools as well. We want you guys to succeed because if you do, we make money. You're going to send us deals. You're probably in a downline of some sort. You're going to make us money some way, some shape or form. But at the end of the day, keep it up. We want to help you because selfishly we're going to make money while we help you. And if you guys want more one-on-one mentorship, hit me up. We're practicing how to do this, how to we need guinea pigs on how much time is this going to take me to actually mentor people one-on-one. So Do it now before I get too rich and famous, dude. Before I get like $2 million an hour, like Grant Cardone. Okay. All right, guys. Later. Now we need to learn how to